Hello, welcome back to the channel and another video on Serious About Salvage. We're going to continue now with this Mahosive wiring loom because it's got to go in the car. I've had a couple of days in between taking it out and today, which isn't great because I'm hoping I now remember where it all goes. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. We're just going to have to see how far we get because I don't know. I just don't know, really. I'll spin you around. So I've made a start tidying up where we had all the melted, damaged stuff. The floor passenger side, again, it's getting there. I need a little bit more paint, and then I've got some sound deadening pads. So at the moment we can only work on the driver's side of the car and the engine bay. Like I said, I want to give that a bit more attention, but I also haven't done anything with the heater fan yet, the melted heater fan, which is in the back of that hole there. That again needs to be done from the inside where I'm painting. So like I said again, I need to let that all dry and get some more paint on it, get sound deadening mats, letting it dry before I can stand in it. So we can start on this side, and I've just very quickly noticed on the engine bay side, which is this leg and this leg, we have this box. I was under the impression that everything had to go from the car side through, but that box will not fit through at all. So we're now going to have to feed everything from this block, all that, we're going to have to feed it all through that hole, which is not going to be easy. I can't see any other way. I'm not pulling that apart and unwiring it because that's like a fuse box, also like a distribution box, and I can imagine it's quite the rat's nest in there. So I'd rather not be pulling that apart. Everything on this side is small enough to go through. There's just a lot of stuff, isn't there? That's all. But if that's what we've got to do, that's what we've got to do, isn't it? Yes. Let's just get on with it, I think. What should I do? What should I do? To get camera on? Or should I try and get it in place first? I'll put a camera on. We'll feed it in through. It was a real struggle getting everything through that hole, but that is in, and it's like I said, it's lying roughly where it wants to be. It needs to push in there a bit. This is the one that goes right over. That's all where all our damage was. This is the leg to this headlight. So like I said, that side is pretty self-explanatory and quite easy. On the inside, I have divided left to right. The right side is down here. I've started to trim that in. The left side is just laid over the front in the middle there at the moment. Got the fuses in. I've got the relay box in. There's a few cables. I know what that is. That's for the speedo. I'm not 100% sure on these right now, but once I start to put bits on the inside, I know I'll be able to figure it out. But it's in the right area. So now really I want to continue down this driver's side. This is the driver's side loom, and I've made it to here, and now yeah, it's just a case of clipping it all back into its original little clips. It'll go right up this side and then eventually go through that hole there into the boot. And you just follow the cable, really. We're going to go across the top as well, aren't we? We're going to join into them that are dangling as well. I remember that. So yeah, it's just a case of following where the cable wants to run. It's a bit time consuming, but it's going well so far. I don't think there's going to be any issues. Yeah, let's just carry on, I think. Do a bit more time lapse. I won't do it all on time lapse. It's going to be a bit boring. But I'll continue on this side so you can see a bit more. Okay, so I've got the majority of the inside loom all ran now. I just haven't bothered putting the dashboard skin in yet because I don't want to. I want to get it running first. So I know I'll need to plug the clocks in, which is this, and perhaps some, I don't know, something around there. But what I want to do is now get the engine bay side done and just get it to a point where we can try this and run it. That's what I want to do. There's lots of plugs still unplugged, obviously. Some things I'm not sure about. Mostly I do know. Yeah, there's still some puzzles, put it that way. There's some puzzles. But I think that's the best thing to do. Get this engine side wired up and see what happens, really. But it's taking some time. It is taking some time. But if I can just get it running, then it's all good then. I can just slowly work through the rest of it, figure it all out. So right, I did manage to get the heater box out. That is the old heater box. Look at the mess of that. And it was an absolute nightmare. I'm not going to lie to you. It was an absolute nightmare. But all that now has been replaced. All that's been replaced behind there now. So we shouldn't have any issues around that area. All the fans should work, the vents should work. Should all be good. Most of this wiring now is all in the right rough place. This is all your stereo and all them. Got like these two area passenger airbag. That's going to the glove box. Got tweeter, other side. All this is for the centre here, for the lights, two to each mirror. Yeah, we're pretty much right in terms of locations. Got all that stuff in. I can't remember where this went right now. So when I find a plug hanging around, I don't know where it goes to. That could be it. Yeah, it's taking some time. Difficult. So you've got these something, I'm sure. I mean that came down the middle, that didn't it? That came down the middle. There must be a handbrake switch. Yeah, handbrake switch there. And I bet that plugs into that. Yes, it does. So that's down the middle. Alright, so I need to figure out the route of that. What was in there? If anything. Something possibly went in there. I really should have took some pictures of this, or did it, you know, straight after removing it, because I don't remember now. But like I said, it will all come out in the wash. Yeah, now I want to continue with the engine bay area now. Let's get all that wired up. This is going to be the simplest part. And then I think, like I said, I'm going to put a key in and see what happens. That's what I'm going to do. So let's get cracking. Right then, right, we're making some progress. We are making some progress. I've now got everything that's majorly important plugged in this engine bay. The only things left over is like this side headlight, washer pump, washer pipes, you've got the washer jets here for the bonnet, windscreen wipers, and is that, oh no, that's clutch pedal, alright. Windscreen wipers, a few bits and pieces. I'll come back to the clutch pedal in a second. I'm well aware you need the clutch pedal to start these cars because I took it out. I took it out because it's melted. It is melted. This little sensor here is the bit that senses you put the clutch down. Anyway, right, so I'll show you what's happening. Loom's in, most majority things are in. Well, the key's in, I'll take it out. Put key in, I mean, dash mileage comes on. Turn it to ignition. All the lights are on. We've got lots and lots of problems, faults. I know that. Most things aren't plugged in. So no surprise there. Is it going to stop beeping? I don't know. It might not, so just have to get on with it. Anyway, turn start, nothing happens. But none of it shorts out anymore. With the old Loom, it was all shorting out. So, what I've done, just to prove, I tried to prove the engine is all good. I've got my short back on to the trigger. Is it in neutral? It's in neutral. What happens when I put some power to the trigger? Ta-da! It runs. And it sounds good. So we have a running Audi S1, which is fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Really happy. Can't leave it running long because there's no water in it. But we need to figure out why it won't let me start on the key. Nothing major in terms of lights on. Loads of things are still unplugged, but no water, engine, no oil light or anything. And it'll come off its cold start now. It's starting to die down. Pedal works. Clocks are all working. I'm going to turn it off because, like I said, there's no water in it. So we have a running Audi S1. I'm pretty sure it'll drive. So I'm pretty sure now the problem for it not starting off the key is going to be this clutch pedal. I don't know how to test them. I've tried putting a meter across the contacts. Can't seem to get any readings off it with the pedal in or out. Now it needs changing anyway, so I'm just going to hold off any more diagnostics, wait until it's come back, until we've got one. We can fit it, it can be bled up, so I know the clutch is working perfect, and then hopefully hold the clutch down and it'll start off the key. That is, in theory, what I'm hoping for. So, fingers crossed, but I'm very happy to hear it run. I'm very happy to hear it run. Like, we did the compression tests and stuff, and I was sure the engine was good, but you're never quite sure, are you? And to have it running on this engine wiring loom proves that our ECU is good. I know, and well, a lot of other things. Don't get me wrong, 1,000,000 miles to go with this car yet, 1,000,000 miles. But the critical part was getting it running. If we can get a clutch master cylinder in it now, and it also drives, the rest of it is just time, isn't it? get it all back together inside and then concentrate on the outside. But oh, so happy. So happy. So should we hang fire on the end of this video for the clutch pedal, or should I end it now? I think I'm going to end it now. We've got a runner. We've got a running Audi S1. That's enough for one video, I think. Yes. Anything else to tell you? Not really. You can see it's still a complete mess. Plenty of things to plug in still. I'm hoping that's something to do with the fuel tank, because I'm getting an error message about the fuel tank. But all the pump and everything's plugged in. It obviously all works because it wouldn't run. It's obviously getting fuel. I haven't checked under if there's anything leaking, but I can't smell anything. Can't smell any fuel. There's no smoke coming off it. Can't smell anything melting. It all seems pretty good. Pretty good. So I'm very happy, actually, very happy. Alright, I think that's a good a place as any to end this video. So as always, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this one. There's a lot to do. A lot to do. And I think, I don't know, a lot of people have probably just given up on it and just broken it. But it's an opportunity to make some videos, isn't it? So let's have a bit of fun with it. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.